So since we're in our 1 month countdown, we thought that we should give you a little bit of a gear shakedown. Let's go take a look at what will actually be in our packs.
Hey guys, here is our 2021 PCT gear shakedown. So I'm wearing what I'm gonna wear on the trail, and this is like my first piece of like, how's this gonna work equipment. This is a Hyperlate fanny pack, and I'm gonna keep some little essentials in here like my wallet and my money and my knife, and most importantly, my snacks, because you got to be able to grab your snacks, right? Haven't decided yet if I'm going to wear this on my body or attach it to my pack, so we'll see. So let's talk about our packs first. There's an awesome teacher at our school who is an ultralight backpacker, and he gave me a great piece of advice. He said, once you get your pack, don't be afraid to modify it. So I'm gonna take what we call the brain, and I'm gonna take that off, and I've decided to just use this closure flap. But I've been hiking with this pack every day. I absolutely love it. It's super light, it's super comfortable. It's got this amazing ventilation where the wind can blow behind you. And I've added one little thing to it, and that is a Hyperlite kind of phone case. So my phone, when I'm wearing this, is right there on my body. Okay, things that are not gonna go in the pack, but will be added before the Sierra is our ice axes. We'll send these to Kennedy Meadows, and our bear canisters, along with this crazy mosquito device, which could be the worst $50 I've ever spent in my entire life. But if this works, it's gonna be a miracle. So I'm gonna try it. My amazing orange vest, seeing this baby in Kennedy Meadows, it's gonna be like saying hello to an old friend. I'm gonna be like, oh, my orange vest. I love this thing. New socks, new underwear, waterproof socks. We're gonna need bug repellent for the first time, and we're gonna need head nets. So all of that stuff will go to Kennedy Meadows. One thing that is not being sent to Kennedy Meadows and is not out right now because it's already in a resupply box is our micro spikes. And our micro spikes we are sending to ourselves much earlier than Kennedy Meadows. We're sending those to the Warner Springs area, which is only about 100 miles, because we want to have those micro spikes for Apache Peak. Okay, eating systems. Let's talk about water. This is what I'm gonna use to carry water in. I've got my awesome 2.5 liter hydration bladder, which will have my microfilter in it. I also have another 2 liter, and this also has a filter in it. Both of these are what we call dirty bags, meaning the water in them will be dirty. You shouldn't drink it, but both of them will have a filter between me and the water. And then I'm gonna have a clean bag. This will always have filtered water in it, and that's so that I can put like hydration tablets or little drink mixes or cool electrolytes. So that'll be awesome. This is my food bag. It's really, really light, and I will use this whenever I'm not using my bear canister. And then I've got my awesome mug, my titanium spork, and this is my bowl of choice. It looks kind of dorky, but I love it. It's a snap bowl, and it folds out to a completely flat thing, and I love this because if I'm slicing something up, it's like I've got a little cutting board if I'm cutting up salami for lunch. I've got, and all of us have all of this. I've got my, my journal and my pen. I've got my personal items, soap, toothpaste, brush. I've got my headlamp. I've got clothing. Let's talk about clothing really quick. I've got, over here in clothing, 1 backup pair of undies, 1 pair of socks to switch out in, my sleeping clothes, something called a buff, which is a really cool thing. It's just like a gaiter that you can wear. These are nice because you can wear them around your ears or mask up, whatever you need to do. And then I've got my glove system, and I am using kind of a warm fleecy glove, which on some days will be all I need. But then these are super light. They weigh almost nothing. It's like an outer glove liner from REI, and those are waterproof. So if it's raining hard, these are gonna be the key. Now, I've also got this thing. I haven't decided if I'm gonna bring it or not yet. But in the really cold mornings, keeps your ears warm. What do you think? I don't know. I can always bring it and send it home. All right, so that's all my clothing. Now, if you're looking at this and you're thinking, wow, you only have clothes to sleep in and clothes to hike in. Halo, that's pretty gross. Well, You may be right about that. All right, you saw our sleeping system last week. So I've got my quilt, I've got my pad, and I've got my pillow. And then this is where we get to kind of split some stuff up. So these are the things that I'm carrying that are group gear. I'm gonna carry the inflation sack for all of our sleeping pads. I've got our medical kit. I've got a little towel for all of us, some electronics for all of us, our little spice kit, pretty much all we have for spices and salt and pepper and red pepper flakes. These make anything taste amazing. We've got a repair kit. This is very, very light and tiny, but it's got a few little zip ties. It's got some really cool repair tape. It's got some duct tape. It's got a cool patch that will patch sleeping pads, a little tiny bit of netting, and this is worth its weight in gold if something breaks on someone's pack or on our sleeping bag. I've got a syringe to flush out our filters, and always important, the deuce of spades, AKA the poop shovel. The poop shovel never actually touches poop, so that's a very important distinction. And then a lot of people have asked me, how are you going to keep your stuff charged up? Well, it's a great question. We're going with this cool charger. It's a 10,000 mAh. I don't know what that means, but I hear that holds a lot of charge. Maybe you'd have to charge a cell phone like 3 times. What I like about this one is it plugs right into the wall, so we don't also have to carry the cord and the thing for it. And the things for it just pop right out. So you can charge a phone. It's got micro USB, which will do our headlamps. And in addition to that, we're carrying this really cool solar panel. There's a lot of things I like about this solar panel. It's got a dot, which helps you perfectly line up the sun's angle. And it's got an additional onboard battery. So at the end of the day, this is gonna hang from my pack, and at the end of the day, it should have enough charge in it to charge one of our phones if it's been a sunny day. And then if we run into inclement weather or we can't charge this up, we've got this as a backup. Okay, my 2 luxury items are camp shoes, because it's just nice to protect your feet at camp and take your shoes off. And I've got this cool little thing, which is just a little seat to sit on. When you're hiking and you want to sit down and it is muddy or snowy or raining out, it is so nice to be able to slide something under your butt and not sit down in the mud. I've got trekking poles. Razor uses this as well. Halo, are you using trekking poles?
Probably.
Probably, maybe. And now we get to where I think we have a little bit of an advantage in pack weight, because I'm carrying all of our group gear, and this is the group gear that Camel is carrying. She is carrying our really cool collapsible pot. You can see that actually pops out to quite a big little pot. She's carrying our stove fuel, which will be bigger than this, and she's carrying our stove. This is our stove. Look how small that is. And this is Razor's piece of group gear. She only has to carry one thing because it's the heaviest thing. She carries the tent. We have a 3-person, 3-pound tarp tent. I love it so much. And that's gonna be our home for the next thing. And then of course the last piece of gear is my amazing rain poncho, which is the tarp that all this stuff is on. And that is not only my rain gear, it's my pack cover, because when I throw that on, it'll cover me and my pack, and it's a ground cloth if we're doing stuff like this. So, what do you think? We'd love to know what you think we're leaving out, what we need to include, and remember, next week we're answering your viewer questions. So, if you want to ask us something about this gear, or you think we've left out something critical, send us an email. We'd love to hear about it.
Hey guys, we got some fantastic responses from you about what we should add to our Constitution and bylaws. Here is a couple that we picked. Thank you so much to Antihero. Keep your electronics charged in case of an emergency. That is a great rule, and you will be awarded a dry bag. Number 2 is always have a med kit with you. You can never be too careful. Another thing is always stay together and make sure to tell each other if something is wrong or if you need something. P.S. I think tarantulas are super cool, from Stuart C. Amazing job, Stuart. I disagree with you on the tarantula thing. Your prize is a tactical flashlight. Our runner-up is Dirt Croc, who says rock, paper, scissors to decide if something isn't agreed upon. That is a really awesome idea, Dirt Croc. Nice job. Your prize is a solar lantern. Second runner-up is Mrs. Mickelson's class. You guys have sent us a whole bunch of ideas, and we picked our favorite one, and that is give words of encouragement to hikers that you pass. And that is a great rule of thumb. Nice job, Miss Mickelson's 4th grade class. You guys will all be receiving astronaut ice cream.
What's up, guys? This week we have no challenge question for you, but we do ask that you send in any general questions that you may have to our email hrconthePCT@gmail.com. You can ask us anything that you're curious about. It can be from the gear that we're going to use to how we're going to go to the bathroom in the woods. Any questions you have, we are going to pick a few out and we'll be answering them in our March 26th video. So ask away.
Nice job, Dirt Croc. You're...
Shush!
Should I do the Dirt Croc part again? Be quiet.
Shush! No, we're good.
Chicken! Go away!
No,
Oh no! Ah!
now they're all coming. Chickens, you always want to be in my video, and I'm just not cool with it. Like,